What is going on, fellow gamers? ChaosEclipse here. We are back on No Man's Sky, and we just now came down to the planet. We're gonna go ahead and land right here. I think I saw something that I really don't want to mess with on this planet, but I think they're only gonna mess with us if we mess with them. Yeah, these things right here, you don't want to mess with these. These are not albion pearls. These are actually whispering eggs. If you open up any of those whispering eggs, do not get them confused for the albion pearls. These ones are purple, not that yellowish green color. And then as you can see, the icon is also not yellow. If you look at the top of the screen, that icon for that one is red, or when you scan it like this, that is red. Do not mess with those. Not at your level, guys. Not if you're just starting. Do not mess with them at all. I will show you guys later on what happens if you mess with them. But the reason why I landed here was not because of them. It was actually because this area is the most flat that I found on the planet. You don't have to come to a flat area, but there's another one. You don't have to come to a flat area, but it is probably going to be the most beneficial, because when you start to build, it is going to be an issue if you're like up on a mountain. Sometimes you'll have like a really steep cliff, things like that. You don't want those things because you'll accidentally fall off, or have just an accident in general. You don't want that stuff, guys. So make sure that you guys at least find an area that's decent for you to build in, and you guys can go from there. So even though it says that this is a barren planet, meaning that there's nothing here, you can see the gravity is way less. So if I just hit X one time, you can see I kind of float down. Like, I don't just drop straight down. If I hold X for the jetpack, you can see it's more of like a soft landing and everything. That's just the lack of gravity on the planet. There are some planets like this. I haven't come across any with like strong gravity. Well, we can't even get those. I haven't come across any with any strong gravity or anything like that, but I'm sure that there's probably some out there or something to that effect. But the reason why you want to come across one, like I said, that is a flat area like this, or at least semi-flat, is because when you build, it will just help you out with the building. Granted, you can always use a terrain manipulator like we talked about in the previous video or 2 videos ago, in order to flatten out the area. But let me show you guys something. And you know what? We actually, no. So when you put down your what's it called? Your computer, your base computer, it will mess with things in the area. So I think it'll actually get rid of those eggs. I was going to do it, but it might also hatch the eggs, and that's what we want to stay away from. So we're going to come over here. We're going to do it real quick. So just like we did for the what's it called, the portable refiner, that's how we're going to build the base computer. So first of all, let's scan all the stuff real quick that we didn't scan just for the extra money. 200 there. Probably another 200. Probably another 200. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, a lot of these rocks look the same, but they're clearly not, because it's giving us 200 per scan that we're doing on all these different rocks. So, all right, and then you can see that we do have the copper, the rusted metal, and then there was, I think, sodium on the planet too. Humming sac, I believe that is an albion pearl. Look at the difference, guys. This one is white. It says humming sac on it. That one is red, and it says whispering egg. Do not open up the whispering egg, but let's go look at this humming sac. In fact, we'll just go straight down to it. How far is that? 23 units. So I don't want to go straight to it because I don't want to accidentally hit it. Looking for a cave opening here somewhere. There's a cave. Alright, where's the humming sac? Oh, it's right here. So yeah, that is an albion pearl. You can open these guys, get that albion pearl. I can't believe there's so many albion pearls on this server. Once you come down here, make sure you scan all this stuff too. Get all the extra money that you guys can get. You don't have to, but it'll definitely help you guys out. If you're kind of blocked like this, obviously you can just drill a little more through and then just go all the way in. I don't think the whispering eggs will spawn under the ground, but that is not a guarantee, so just be careful. And then if you say that was a whispering egg, if I end up using this on it or even under it, that will still hatch it. You do not want to do that. Don't mess with the whispering eggs at all, guys. And I'll go over why in just a minute. I'm just making sure that you guys are really cautious about those whispering eggs. Alright, so I've kind of ruined that area where I was going to build. Let's go back this way some. We'll do it right over here. Okay, so we'll do it right here. We're going to hit up on the D-pad. We're going to hit base computer. As you can see, you need the 30 chromatic metal that we got in one of the previous videos in order to build the base computer. We're going to pick a spot where we want it. As long as it's green and not red, we can definitely place it. So we'll hit R2. Now what it does, it's going to open up. It's going to kind of scan the area on its own. It's not going to show you that yet. If you want this area, it will give you the chance to pick it back up before doing anything. You can see that this is a Noskop Satu colony. If we go ahead and claim it here, so if we hit or we hold square on it, you can see it says searching cartographic archives. Universal Archive search reveals no prior claims on this site. Sonar test confirms site is suitable for construction. And then it asks, would you like to claim site? So if it's not suitable for construction, it won't even let you put down the base computer. So I don't know why it does that. But we can hit claim base. So we hit X there. It scans the entire area here. And then as you can't really see it too well. There's just a certain area around it that it basically claims for you. So now we can build so far away from this thing just by going in here and accessing all the different building stuff. As you guys can see, we don't have anything to build with in here. So we can hold square on this again. It says accessing log from previous user. Entry follows storm sweeping across, but construction supplies low. Depositing shelter plans while need to back soon. And then you want to hit extract plans. It's going to give you all of the plans that you can start off with. So these are all just generic plans in order to build a base. So you can hit circle. Still giving me all those plans real quick. We'll wait a second for that to finish. I think it's done. There we go. So if we hit up on the D-pad, you can now see that we have multiple things that we can build here. So this was our first page. If you hit L1 and R1, you can go between these. So this is R1. You can see here that we do have a floor panel, and these yellow exclamation points, they always annoy me. For them to go away, if you just scroll over it, leave the cursor there, it will eventually go away on its own, but you do have to leave it there. Now this one, any of the ones that have like this little yellow pause thing right here, at least that's what I would like to call it, that just means that later on there's going to be other stuff under that one. So you won't just have a normal wall, you'll have multiple sets of walls that you can look at under that. So it just means that there's going to be more. At the moment there's not, because it does not give you the option to open it up. Normally when you scroll over, it'll say like hit triangle to view extra parts or something like that, which I'll go over that once we do get to it. And then we do have our flat roof, and we have our rounded timber roof. And then that is it in this menu. If we hit R1 here, you can see we have a floor containment. We hit R1 again. It does give you the capped standing light and then the flag 2. So this one here, because it has these, and technically there's that pause thing, and it's also telling us to build the floor. We do need to build the floor for it to for the little exclamation point up here to go away. So all of our carbon is actually on our ship because we did that experiment the last time. There's no carbon on this planet, which you don't want to build on a planet like this because I don't know why I jumped in the ship. You don't want to build on a planet like this because we do need carbon in order to build things. So this is going to be an experimental thing anyway. So we're going to take this and we're actually going to place it in our inventory suit, or in our exosuit. And then we're going to come back over here. We're going to refill our life support because it's giving us a warning there. We're going to use oxygen for that. So now we can hit up on the D-pad. You can see here it takes 10 to build one floor piece. So we can build that one floor piece. That completes that mission for us. Now it's telling us to do 3 walls. So if we go back in here, we're going to do 3 walls. 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. That one is now complete as well. It's asking for a roof. I like the flat roofs just because in case you want to do another floor, that's what the flat roof is for. And then it's asking us to do a door. So the door, where's the door? Construct a shelter for protection against hazards. Build container door up on the menu. Where's our door? Oh, okay, so it already changed it here. So this is a door. Actually, I guess I didn't change it. That was probably already there. I just didn't notice it. Anyway, we'll hit R2 there. There's our door. That should complete it for us.
Base computer online.
Yep, so now it says log updated, return to the base computer. So if you want to come up to the door, it opens and closes automatically. There are things that you can put on this. You can put locks and you can make them powered, unpowered, things like that. If we come back up to the base computer again, hold square on it. It says accessing log from previous user, additional archives recovered. Entry follows. Construction largely a success. Recovered salvage data from nearby. Plans logged. Scans indicated additional subterranean devices. Begin search. So we can hit extract plans again, meaning it found some plans for us, some more plans. It says whoever recorded these logs evidently had some success. I have access to their plans and perhaps I can learn from their efforts. So we're getting more stuff here. It says construct a research unit, which we need, I think it said magnetized ferrite. So in order to get magnetized ferrite, it says advanced materials required pure ferrite. So basically, ferrite, which is this one, turns into pure ferrite, which is this one. And then pure ferrite, once you put it in the refiner again, that will turn into magnetized ferrite. There are a couple different things that will do that different ways. Some of them will also go in reverse, meaning that like with something else like cobalt might turn into magnetized cobalt, which I don't think it's magnetized. I think it's ionized cobalt, and then ionized cobalt just turns back into regular cobalt. I think. I could be wrong, but there are some that are like that, is my point. So we're going to take the pure ferrite, not the regular ferrite, which, you know what, I'll show you the regular ferrite too. So regular ferrite, put it in here. You can see it turns into pure ferrite. We'll go ahead and make a little bit. There we go. So we have, what is that, 9? And that's not counting what we already have on us, and that didn't work right. I hit the wrong button, I think. It's not even letting me pick it up now. Oh, no, I think we already picked it up. Okay. Yeah, so take that out. Now we can put the pure ferrite, which it says we have 63. The pure ferrite, like I said, turns into magnetized ferrite. We need, doesn't say how much we need. It requires magnetized ferrite. Okay. So let's see how much we need, because our whole goal here is that we're going to build this construction unit. We need 20. So we can hit square on this. We need 20. And if you guys don't want to try stopping it, you can click here to pick the exact amount. So we'll do 20. It's going to take 4 seconds. Go ahead and make it. And once again, keep in mind this is doing 2 for 1. So 2 pure ferrite are making our 1 ferrite. So we can take that. We can take back our pure ferrite. Can't pick that up, so we'll leave that the way it is for now. We'll throw down our construction unit. Hold square on this. And that's why I'm inside, because there is a storm warning outside. So it says analysis unit, diagnostic suggestion, users should recover salvage data from buried technology, equip and utilize an analysis visor. So it says research buildable technology. So if you look here, remember the salvage data I told you guys are going to be important? This is another form of currency. The salvage data is what's used to unlock all of these different things. So you can see here, this one has a number 2 on it. So we need 2 salvage data to unlock this, which is a base teleport module. And then right here, you can see that there are different things that we can unlock, like different categories, I guess. So this is all core habitation tech. If we hit R1, this is all timber structures. So you have different walls you can get, you have different doors you can get, different floors, you got some stairs here. If we hit R1 again, you can see there's also stone structures, there's alloy structures, and then back to the core habitation. So keep in mind, like this alloy wall, it only costs 1 salvage data. But check this out, if I buy this, I'm going to hit X to buy it. So now we learned that. It's probably going to give us a mission to build it. But look at this. All the next ones, they're not all 1. 1, 1, 2, 2. So keep in mind these ones down here might be 3, they might be 4, they might be 10. You just have to keep in mind that just because you have 5 does not mean you can unlock 5 different things. So just keep that in mind, guys. And then I want to check something because we unlocked that. I want to make sure it did not mark that as a quest. It didn't. Okay. Alright, so it says your base can be renamed. Interact with your base computer to name your base. So if we come back out here, you can see this is our base. Storm, I guess, is already gone. Or is it still coming? This might be the storm. I don't know. Anyway, so if you hold square here, You can see here you can capture a screenshot of your base. You don't have to, but you can only upload your base if it is a certain size. Uploading your base just lets it makes it visible for other people to see it. You can delete your base or you can just leave. Leave doesn't mean you're leaving your base, it just means you're exiting the computer thing there. So it says learn the base teleporter. That's our next mission. So we're going to come in here, hold square on that. That was the very first thing I think that was in there. So we're going to go to buildable technology. Yep, base teleporter. We can learn it. We have two. We're going to hit X on that. We're going to hit circle. Now it's probably going to have us build it. We're not going to build it yet, though. Yeah, so now it wants us to build it. We're not going to do that yet. So one of the things that it kind of skipped over is about the salvage data that we had. Yeah, see, that was a storm because now the storm's clearing. Anyway, it skipped over the salvage data. What you should have done, or what it should have told me to do, it skipped it because we already had salvage data. You need to make sure you have your visor here, which it says hold L2 to operate, meaning if you're holding L2 like this, it wants you to look around for things to go and dig up. So you guys remember how we found that buried technology before, and that's how we were finding the salvage data? That is what it wants you to do. Now I want to show you guys that over there. That's why we came to this planet. That natural burial site. So we're not going to go ahead and build what it wants us to. We are going to pick a different planet. So in the meantime, we're going to pick this up. We're going to pick this up, and we're going to destroy everything here. Every time you pick something up, it will give you back the materials for it. So if we hit down on the D-pad, sorry, up on the D-pad, you can see down here it says select part is X, edit place parts is square, and to go back is circle. We're going to do edit place parts, so we're going to hit square. And then up there at the top, you can see it says, when we highlight something, it says move, colors, duplicate, delete, toggle, or I'm sorry, toggle edit build, and toggle camera, and then toggle wiring. What we want to do is we want to delete it. So if we hit L2 to delete that wall, or the door, you can see it gives us back 25 carbon and 10 pure ferrite. It's going to do that for however much we spend on each one of these things. And I'm just showing you guys that way you make sure you're not losing anything, and you do want to actually delete your base. You don't want to come in here and delete it. Well, you might. I don't know. I don't know if deleting the base here will automatically give everything back. Do use that at caution. I don't ever do it that way, but I've never had a really huge base. And then from here, we're actually going to hit delete base, continue. It's going to unmark this area as claimed, so it is no longer claimed by us, meaning someone else can now come and build here if they choose to do so. And you can build as many bases as you want, but I do think it only lets you put down so many. As far as like parts. So first things first, we're actually going to come over to this burial site, which I don't remember what it was called. It's a natural burial site. We're going to come over here first. After I discover what's there and I show you guys what we're looking for, things like that, then we're going to mess with the whispering eggs and we will stop the episode. So we only need about 350 more to go. Now keep in mind, if you guys are doing this, you do need your terrain manipulator. Anything that's buried, you have to have your terrain manipulator. Once in a while, like you guys seen before, how we did have that one, we got lucky, it was above ground. You will find occasionally things that are like that, but that's not always going to be the case. And this one's actually not even buried down that far. Normally these are a lot further. And it sounded like I just heard something. Okay, well, anyway. So terrain manipulator, we're going to look for it. It's right there. If you guys, if that disappears on you guys, what you guys can do is hold L2 and then hold square to tag it like we did before. That will leave it there a lot longer and a lot further away. So now we're going to use our terrain manipulator to go right down to it. You can see here we found some ancient bones. So we hold square. Actually, can we scan that? No. Okay, so we hold square on it. It will pick up the ancient bones. You can see it's an imperfect skeletal structure. It says new treasure record excavated bones. If we take a look in here, you can see this is the bone right here. Look how much that is worth, guys. And this is not even one of the valuable ones. It's worth 112,644. There are ones that you can get that are epic. There's ones that you guys can get that are legendary. If you guys can find yellow ones, those are the epic ones. Get tons of them. If you guys are looking for easy money early in the game, this is one of the ways to do it. I know we already talked about other ways to do it, but this is another way to do it. You'll just have to find a planet like this that does have bones on it, and then you'll just come down to the planet and you'll start excavating. So we're going to grab one more just to see if this one's a little more valuable, and then I will show you guys the whispering eyes. I said whispering eye. I meant whispering egg. Okay. So straight down to it. This one's a little bit deeper. Oh no! This one we're actually not going to be able to get to this one. So it's rare that the game does this. This is the floor right here where you can't dig past this. This is what I was talking about. You can only go so far down. For some reason the game registered it even lower, and it's not going to be able to, you're not going to be able to get it. So don't try to fight that, just let it go, guys, let it go. Can we find another one on the way to the ship? No. Alright, well, let's get back to the ship. I'll show you guys a whispering egg, and then that will be it on this episode. But yeah, the main reason we're not going to build on this one, I do like this planet, but I wasn't thinking, there's no carbon here, guys. It's a barren planet. Sometimes you'll get a barren planet with plants on it. It just means it's barren to like life. But this one doesn't even have plants, so we need that carbon in order to keep building stuff. So we're not going to build here. So let's get back over to the ship. Anything spawn in? No. I'm just looking for more burial sites. Like I said, they can just randomly spawn in. Like we got one right over there. It proved me wrong. I was gonna say watch there be another one already, but no. Okay, so the whispering egg, guys. You will see these on planets like this that are barren. You'll see them on normal planets around buildings. Usually they're in like they're in like a little cocoon type thing. There'll be like 3, 4 of them, sometimes 5, all in one area. These things are extremely dangerous. You will end up dying from these. They do not stop spawning. Well, I guess they kind of do. But you also need strong weapons. You need strong armor, things like that in order to get rid of them. So if you guys want to try this, you can. What's inside of this is what's called a larval core. They are very lucrative. They can definitely get you money, but at the same time it just depends on the system you're in. If there's a system that does not pay that much for them, then you're kind of wasting your time, and you're also putting yourself at risk. So as soon as I open this, the larval core will start rolling out. It looks like a little green ball with like black dots on it. You want to grab that and run, unless you have tons of armor, things like that. So when I also open this up, there's going to be these creatures that spawn out. They look like a mix between aliens, like the actual xenomorphs, and the creatures from what's it called? Pitch Black. They look like a mix between the two. And that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to unmark that one. I don't think it's going to let me. Okay. Yeah, so as soon as I open it, that's what happens. We're going to try to grab the core, and then we're going to run. Let's get to it. So, oh, we got to shoot it. Okay. Ah, nothing came out of it. And they almost trapped me there. So that's what they look like. You would think that you can just stay away from them. They do also spit, as you can see, and they will spawn everywhere. It doesn't seem like they're that hostile, but they are, I promise you guys. You don't want to mess with them. They will end up killing you. Even if you kill them, more will keep spawning out. They just keep coming, guys. They're super annoying. At a low level, you don't want to take them on. So do me a favor, don't take them on. Look at that. That one's actually trying to hit me. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get out of here. I'm surprised that it didn't give me the larval core there. Ah, got one. But yeah, so we can go ahead and get out of here. We're going to try to find another planet. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. Now you guys know how to do the base computer and everything. My suggestion, just a suggestion, guys. You don't have to do it this way. My suggestion would be to either find a planet that you guys want to live on, or just don't get too attached on your very first base. Just because I don't plan on staying in this system. I'll be honest with you, all these planets here suck. You have the one that we were just on is barren. You have the frozen planet, which wouldn't be too bad, but you're going to get a lot of ice storms and stuff. And then you have the quagmire one, and then there was one other one somewhere right there. What is that one? That's also a barren planet. So there's not going to be much here, guys. As you guys can tell, this is now on the map. That icon right there, that is a space station. That's what we looked at before. You can actually go and investigate the space station now. It does say investigate the space station, follow the steps, blah, blah, blah. What happened to our other mission? Did it just... Okay, so it's still telling us to do the base computer. Oh, okay, but it does say inquire the strange signals at the space station. So that's why it's letting us go here. So that'd be my suggestion. Do exactly what I did. Just build one little hut real quick. Get that construction thing up, learn the blueprints, and then come back, like destroy it all, come back up into space and go to the space station. That's what we will do in the next one, guys. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, put it down in the comment section. I'll help you out as best I can. I am trying to touch on every single little detail about this game, so if I do skip something, if you guys don't understand anything, do not hesitate to ask me. It might be something that I know as an experienced player, but as a new player you guys might not know, so don't feel embarrassed to ask. If anyone makes fun of you, anything like that, I have no problem kicking someone. I don't care if they're a sub or anything like that. I plan on building a friendly community where people are helping each other out and not being douchebags to each other. So you know, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, so thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys in the next video.